That gymnastics abuse scandal. Take a look at the powerful headline in this morning's Detroit Free Press. Summing it up in one word: courageous. Then listing all women who came forward with their statements about former team doctor Larry Nassar.
Those are not victims, those are survivors, all those names. And overnight, the fallout growing. Michigan State's president resigned. Larry Nassar will spend the rest of his life behind bars, sentenced up to 175 years in prison for decades of sexual abuse. And Amy, this story is not over.
It is not over at all, guys. The judge sealing former Dr. Larry Nassar's fate after hearing statements from 156 of his alleged victims, publicly confronting him with their stories of abuse. But as many of them said, this is about much more than just Larry Nassar.
After 7 days of powerful testimony,
Larry meticulously groomed me for the purpose of exploiting me for his sexual gain.
I have experienced flashback nightmares of the abuse.
You seem to have a hard time looking at me now, but you didn't when I was half naked on your table.
Disgraced former Dr. Larry Nassar apologizing, occasionally turning away from the microphone to address his accusers directly.
Your words have had a significant emotional effect on myself and has shaken me to my core. There are no words that can describe the depth and breadth of how sorry I am for what has occurred.
Judge Rosemarie Acalina slamming the 54-year-old with 40 to 175 years in prison after he pleaded guilty to 7 counts of felony criminal sexual conduct.
You do not deserve to walk outside of a prison ever again. I've just signed your death warrant.
The judge also reading from a letter Nassar wrote to the court just last week, arguing the victims were seeking money and media attention.
I was a good doctor, because my treatments worked. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Oh.
Judge Acalina responding bluntly.
Anywhere you walk, destruction will occur to those most vulnerable.
Olympic champions Simone Biles and Aly Raisman, who both say they too were abused by Nassar, praising the judge. Biles writing on Instagram, to Judge Acalina, thank you, you are my hero. Raisman tweeting, thanks to the army of survivors and you, I am forever grateful that all of our voices are finally heard. Rachel Denhollander was the first woman to publicly accuse Nassar.
I was blessed to have other survivors come forward and be willing to take that risk with me.
The scandal far from over, Nassar's accusers demanding action against those who may have known about the abuse.
I feel that MSU was an enabler. MSU needs to be accountable for their actions.
Overnight, Michigan State President Lou Anna Simon under increasing pressure to resign, stepping down from her post. Meanwhile, 3 board members of USA Gymnastics have already resigned. That organization suspending longtime coach and close friend of Nassar, John Geddard, and also severing ties with the Caroli Ranch in Texas, run by legendary coaches Bella and Marta Caroli, where several victims say Nassar carried out some of his sexual acts.
I called my parents on the payphone crying every night, asking them if I could come home.
The Carolis, nowhere to be found. They're currently being sued in civil court, but have not been charged criminally.
To have the Carolis trust means everything in gymnastics. And Larry Nassar could go down to the ranch in Texas, and that's where Larry Nassar preyed on so many of his victims.
USA Gymnastics is also being sued in civil court. Michigan State University also in the crosshairs on Tuesday. The NCAA opening an investigation into the university's conduct surrounding this matter.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.